Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Welcome back. This is another episode of Wave Watch with your host, Sleepy Bull. In today's episode, we will be going over the trend, and we'll be doing some trend analysis on the others, altcoin market cap, and we'll also have a look at the total stock market and see where we are on the count. We do know that cryptos are easily influenced by the flows of the stock market. So if the stock market is at a major top, crypto will also be at a major top. And so we will go through that analysis today. Let's begin. We'll use EMAs along with patterns and some crossovers that we'll do. Right now this is a 14100 EMA crossover that we have on here on the chart. And the first order of business that we'll do is the daily 100 to 14 day crossover. As you can see, we had a 14 day to 100 day crossover. The red is the 100. So if red is above, that's bad. If green is above, it's good. And it looks like we're getting rejected right now. We're even below the 200 on the others, so that's not good. Also, it's as you can see on the chart, there's a glaring head and shoulders that broke down to the downside. We didn't reach the full target, and so we expect this trend line to break and go further here, or maybe here to the wave 3 target, which is somewhere here. So this is 1, 2, 3. Also to note further, we will be having a 100 to 200 day crossover soon on the other. So alts, while they may look bullish, while they may be pumping, they could just as easily crash back down. And last time we had a 100 to 200 crossover, look at what happened. The history necessarily doesn't repeat, but it often rhymes. I don't mean to be a bear. It's just the way this is a major topping pattern, and then this is a rising wedge. So it is what it is. Target for the wedge is down here, 83 billion. It's not like we weren't here before, right? I think this would represent the bottom. And worst case scenario, maybe just a little further, in the 20s, and that'll set us back 4 years. But as for now, yeah, we're looking pretty bearish. As for the count, we know that others has topped. How do we know that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? And what follows is A, B, C. Well, we completed the A wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very distinctly, you can see that. A, B, C move up. And this is a 2618 extension on the C wave, which is which Elliott himself notes on literature that it is something that happens on very volatile markets. And let's just make pretend crypto's not volatile, right? And that's why we have the C wave so high up there. And another confirmation is this is wave 5. So the top of wave 5 is the 618 extension of wave 4. Excuse me. And I'm back. And so yeah, wave 5 is 618 extension of wave 4. And on top of that, wave 1 is also equal to wave 5, as you can see here. Perfectly. Or just maybe slightly more so. Let's see here. Let's see if we can line up these these figures accurately. Here we go. Yeah, just so. Just slightly so. Yeah, just slightly so. But that's good enough for log terms. In any event, we're expecting this third wave retracement to continue back in its original direction. So it's looking like here let me just get into this real quickly. Excuse me. So this looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like this was already a 1. Sometimes as you anticipate these things, they take different forms. So this, as you can see, has no overlap. So this is a 1. So we're in back testing the red trend line as expected. That's a 2. That means we expect wave 3 to be somewhere down here. 4, retracement, back tested green trend line, and 5 for anywhere from 86, 89 to 58 billion. Depends on how bad the situation gets. There should be no overlap. So let's do that. Okay. That should be it. Now we're going to go over VT, the total stock market. VT tracks the entire US stock market. And if anything, I think this is the global stock market in any event. Not just US, but global. VT has also been putting in major topping patterns. And let's do the count here. This goes all the way back to 2009. So this is going to be a big one. 1, 2, 3, wave 3, right? 3, top, 4. And this 4, as you can see, is a triangle. This is the 2000 COVID drop. Look at that drop. Interesting to note, once we hit wave 3, every Elliott wave analyst was expecting a sideways wave 4 correction. Usually in triangle terms. This is considered a triangle, so you can say that Elliotticians expected something of this magnitude. Not something of this magnitude and drop, but something of this formation. So interesting to know. Even the COVID pandemic was priced into the chart in Elliott wave theory terms. That's 4. And this is 5. Now we're having a W, X wave up, Y wave down correction. Now, as you can see, we just slightly grazed the all-time high. Just slightly. If we're in bull territory, and as you can see, wave 1 equals wave 5. This is wave 1, and this is wave 5. So it looks like we just finished hitting the wave 5 maximum. There we go. Here. Even though this is really wave 5 top, this is what the charts were calling for, 113, even though we topped out at 108. How do you reconcile that? You reconcile that by saying, we use the extension of the wave 4, and that's how we get it. That's how we get the wave 5 top. Now the W XY correction was to be expected, and something of that magnitude is a sideways wave 2 correction. This would make VT a giant 1-2 pattern. If it gets really bad, it'll be 1, 2, 3. Where a wave 1, wave 2 pattern, not 3, excuse me. Where if it gets bad, we're expecting a drop of 32% in all indices, but if it gets really bad, it could go as much as 45%. Maybe not much more than that. That's about it. And 45% in stock market is fine. But if the stock market drops 45%, crypto's going to drop about 80%. And so that's where we see all markets converging. That drop between 45-50% for the stocks and 80% for cryptos. 75 to 80% for cryptos. And that's where, and as you can see, trend analysis for the stocks is still very high, still very strong, still very good. Let's look at the daily. On the daily, we see that we just overcame this channel. We went right back into the channel. The trends are looking great right now, but they are going to top, and they're going to top hard. So be safe. Be on your toes, be safe, and yeah, Sleepy Bull out, guys. Take care.